Shit, bro, what's up, man? What's up with y'all boys, man? Y'all boys going on? Boy, it's late, boy. What up, chat? How y'all doing, man? Now, do y'all know what messages these are right here? Bro, what is this thing? This is proof. You leave me hanging as a mother. You won't step up when I need you to. I'm begging you. I just found out you slept with Lala in Mexico. I'm going to kill myself tonight. My son will not be around for it. I hate you forever. You can have him. Let her be his mom. And there, DDG, this nigga responded, I can't believe you're acting like this. To me personally, I can't really say nothing. I can't speak on their relationship for real. But like, bro, like, if a female was in my phone texting me like this, bro, I wouldn't know what to say. He said, I can't believe you're acting like this. I don't know what to say. I don't know. I wouldn't know what to say. I would just call the police probably or something. Nah, this is crazy though. She said, let's go back over it. She said, this is proof. You leave me hanging as a mother. You won't step up when I need you to. I'm begging you. I just found out you slept with the Lala in Mexico. I'm going to kill myself tonight. My son will not be around for it. I hate you forever. You can have him and let her be his mom. Bro, like, this really like guilt trip, bro. Like things like when people say shit like this, like when this like a guilt trip, bro. Like me personally, I think this like a guilt trip. Like, bro, I ain't she going crazy. Like, man, like she talking about I want to die, I never want to be here again. I hate this life. Please stop taking it. And then this nigga DBG was like, please stop taking it to the extreme. I mean, bro, I ain't gonna lie, she is going crazy in messages. I hate you. You are the most horrible person I've ever met. I wish I didn't have to fight with you, but you continue to let me down every time. And when you, I don't know what she said about exchanging my son and a money deal for views and openly flirt about every other woman in the world but me. You hate me and want me to die. I want you to die, but I want to die because of you. I will die because of you. Now, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, this is like, bro, I feel like she was really mentally unstable, low key. Like, she probably could have been drunk sending stuff like this. Like, I feel like she could have been drunk or like she could have been like off some sort of drugs or something. Because mentally, I don't think a person is there in the head if they send messages like this. Me personally, but hey, I could be wrong. You feel me? But bro, mentally, bro, I ain't gonna lie. This like she mentally seemed like she was unstable. Like this just seemed like guilt trip, mentally unstable type shit. Like I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie to you. Man, what up to my one viewer, man? What's up with you, man? You chilling? How you living? You good, my boy? Or shit, my whatever, female shit. I don't know. Mentally unstable. I feel like twin. Like, hold on. I don't even know that shit. Say that shit small as hell. I would zoom in, but I don't know. Why that shit not zooming in? I guess it's just a picture that's small. Shit. Boy, damn. The trust issues are becoming overwhelming. Maybe that's for the best. I put too much, too much time and effort into making you happy to have to deal with this bullshit every other day. And in your eyes, you're never wrong. It's frustrating, and I'm over it. I'm no longer entertaining this argument. I need to work on becoming more successful like Jay-Z, like you said. Then maybe then maybe you'll take my vision of becoming a big label game, a big label. I don't know what they said. Big label owner serious instead of shitting on my dreams every second you get. Damn, bro. Basically, what he was saying, I feel like was like he trying to go on his own because every time he feels like shit, he I guess expressing his ideas, she shooting him down. Damn, should be tough, man. That should be tough. Every time he shooting his ideas, she putting him down and telling him he need to act like this type of nigga, right? Cause she said becoming more successful like Jay Z. Damn, that's tough. That's tough. And then she said, "You don't want to be with me. That's okay. I will never beg anyone. I will be successful. I don't need to be with someone who's going to demand me. I don't know, demean me. You like that? You like that I'm insecure. It makes you feel good about yourself. I'm not doing this anymore. Keep your phone on airplane mode. But when I die, don't say shit. Don't come to my funeral or anything. Fuck you. Be happy. These are the last texts you get from me." Bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, this just shows like her just texting him like this, bro. Like, she's trying to like hold something over like this nigga, like in a way, like by saying like she gonna kill herself and stuff like that to like guilt trip him in a way of making him like have some like sort of like I don't know feeling that I don't know, man. I don't even know what I'm trying to say, bro. But if you know what I'm trying to say, chat, let me know, man. If you know what I'm trying to say, just let me know, bro. Cause like, for real, like, I know what I'm trying to say, but like, I don't know what I'm trying to say at the same time. But like, I ain't gonna lie, she crazy, bro. Like, I feel like something like, bro. I feel like she was an alcoholic. I feel like she an alcoholic. Bro. Like, am I wrong for feeling like that, bro? Like, I feel like she may be an alcoholic, bro. Like I think she's getting drunk and letting like all this drunk shit take over. You feel me? But like, nah, she tweaking. I ain't even gonna lie to you. And then these are. Hmm. And then like I heard hearing people say like postpartum and stuff like or however you said it, like that make people act like that for real. You know what I'm saying? Like she said, crazy how the one person I thought I could trust be there for me constantly proves me wrong. You are wrong. You know that emotionally I struggle and have hard time. Yet when I'm obviously going through something, you ignore me until I go crazy. You throw it in my face. You throw in my face my insecurities and laugh about it. You put your phone on airplane mode and say you're not dealing with it. Damn, y'all probably don't think I can read, but I can really read. Hold on, chat. You put your it's just these words small as hell. Oh, let me go back. She said it's crazy how one person thought I could trust and be there for me constantly proves me wrong. You are wrong. You know that emotionally I struggle and have a hard time. Yet when I'm constantly going through something, you ignore me until I go crazy. You throw it in my face and insecurities and laugh about it. You put your phone on airplane mode and say you're not dealing with it. But when something bad happens, don't say anything because this was my attempt to beg you to listen to me, to just answer the phone, to just hear me, to try to understand where I'm coming from, but you don't. And you regret it. You'll regret ever meeting me. Go back to them bitches you're used to. Mm, yeah. I ain't gonna lie. But she was going in on this nigga. Like, look how many messages she sent. Like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Like, hold on. Like, that's like, boy, hella messages. Boy, she going in on this nigga. I ain't gonna lie to you. See me? Man, I don't even know. She said, and you'll regret it. You'll regret. Like, damn, these boys, she still. You'll regret ever meeting me. Go back to them bitches you used to. Go back to fucking thoughts. That's what you want. You never wanted anyone like me. You and your family hate me. Just admit it. But that's okay. Everyone does. But Poseidon, huh? But Poseidon, who's Poseidon? Like, and she think no way. I will go and fly and just be fine in heaven without any of this, without any of you rude ass people making me feel bad about myself. And you can show these texts to whoever you want. Laugh about it. Bro, like, I ain't gonna lie, like, I really feel like she was mentally unstable. Like, bro, like, I don't see how someone would act like this in a way. Like, bro, I ain't gonna lie, like, boy. And you can show these, see, like, and laugh about it now, goodbye. He texted, DDG texted, I was in the shower. If you want to if you want to talk, you can talk to me in person instead of eating food without me and never and never eat with and never eat without making sure you eat first. Okay, I'm leaving. The doors are locked. You can come get Poseidon. Why does it say Poseidon? Poseidon. You can come get Poseidon in your laptop and stuff tomorrow. I'm gonna go home. Oh, Poseidon must be her pet. Okay. Okay. And she said, I'm gonna go home. I just want to resolve it so I can get some sleep, please. You don't ever have to talk to me again, but I can't breathe right now. I'm just so stupid. This whole thing is so stupid. I want to die. I want to. I want to. Hmm? I never want to be here again. I hate this all. I hate this life. Please stop taking this to the extreme. I tried begging my only friend to help me. I'm off communicating with you. Or he said I'm still communicating with you. Damn. Damn, they still going? Hold on. I just thought we'd do what I wanted today since it's Mother's Day. But if you really want to go, you can. I'll just go home and pack. Hello? If you don't come back here, I'm going to call the police. I don't want you to do something stupid. I'm going to give it 5 minutes. You have a son. I know you took my gun. That gun has no safety. Put it down. That's nothing to play with. That's not nothing to play with. See, like I ain't gonna lie, she tweaking. You see what I'm saying? She picking up guns that ain't got safeties on it, and it probably could be loaded, and like she probably ain't ever used a gun, bro, like I ain't gonna lie, bro, like she going the same. Halle going the same. But I know Daryl Hart was boy, she tweaking. She said, "This is proof you leave me hanging as a mother." Yeah, I think we already seen this. Yeah, we seen it. Boy, she was like, "Boy, hold on. This is proof you leave me hanging as a mother. You won't step up when I need you to. I'm begging you. I just found out you slept with Lala in Mexico. I'm going to kill myself tonight. My son will not be around for it. I hate you forever. You can have him and let her be his mom. I can't believe you're acting like this. You put your penis inside of her. Makes you. I ain't gonna lie, boy. She was going crazy. But like, I don't know what to say, bro. I can't even say nothing, bro. I'm just, bro. Me reading these messages and like these messages getting leaked, bro. Like, it's just insane that like they leaked this shit. Bro, like, what do you think this nigga DDG was thinking in moments like this? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, no, we not reading that. This shit too damn small. Okay, maybe we can actually, bro. But like, damn, I can't see it, chat, bro. I really can't see it. Hold on, let me try this. Damn. Like, look, why would they make them this small? Like, why they holding it? Okay. Declaration of George Charleston. I think this DDG stepdad. George Charleston declared and state as follows: I am over 18 years of age and the fiance of Tanya Granberry, who is the mother of respondent Daryl Dwayne Granberry Jr. I have personal knowledge of the matter set for the hearing, and if called as a witness, I could and would competently testify the same. Testify to the same. I regularly, I regularly, damn, I regularly. We just gonna skip over that. I regular. Fuck, we're gonna use different. We're gonna use a different word. I usually serve as Daryl driver and have been present during multiple occasions in which Apple AirTags were discovered in Daryl vehicle and belongings. To my knowledge, this device was not placed in the vehicles by Daryl or with his knowledge. Now I want y'all to think about this. Now imagine somebody putting an Apple AirTag in your car and they know your location and you don't know that there's an Apple AirTag in your car, but they put an Apple AirTag in your car, and they the only ones that know it's an Apple AirTag in your car. So everywhere you go, they know where you at, and you don't know that they know where you at because they put an Apple AirTag in your car, and you don't know it's an Apple AirTag in your car. Boy, you gonna go insane when you figure that out. That's insane, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie, that's insane, boy. As he repeatedly informed me, I personally received repeated notifications from my iPhone indicating that an unknown AirTag was moving with me while driving his vehicles. In June 2023, at the theater in Beverly Hills, I observed petitioner Halle Bailey confronting Daryl and a female companion. Earlier that evening, I overheard speaking to my fiance Tanya on the phone. I overheard physically. I overheard speaking to my fiance Tanya on the phone. I overheard petitioner tell Tanya that she was going to confront and physically attack Daryl and his companion. As a result of this con, Tanya and I drove to the theater and I saw the petitioner attempt to fight Daryl's female companion. Following the above stated incident, Daryl informed me that he was concerned and confused about how the petitioner knew his whereabouts. The following day, we searched his Maybach and located an Apple AirTag hidden beneath one of his rear seats. Daryl removed it and discarded it. A few days later, I received the AirTag notification on my phone while driving Daryl's Cadillac Escalade. At the time, I was unfamiliar with AirTags and thought my phone might be malfunctioning. After this happened repeatedly that day, I informed Tanya. We called Daryl and told him we believed another AirTag was in his car. Following this call, Tanya and I met Daryl, who was attending a studio session. The three of us searched the Escalade but could not locate the AirTag. Tanya and I returned home by Uber, leaving the Escalade in the studio later that evening. Daryl called us to confirm that he had found the second AirTag in the back of his vehicle. Boy, I ain't gonna lie, chat. Shorty crazy, like Shorty crazy, chat. AirTags, boy, AirTags, chat. She put in AirTags in people whips, chat. Damn, I ain't gonna lie, she different. Approximately 2 to 3 weeks later, I received yet another AirTag alert on my phone while in the Escalade. Tanya and I searched Tanya. I hope I said her name right. Tanya and I searched again. This time, Daryl found the device hidden inside a vitamin bottle in the back of the truck. Following that discovery, Daryl began to leave the Escalade at home and use other vehicles in his effort to avoid being tracked. I could tell that Daryl was emotionally distraught over the fact that he was being tracked, and he described it to me as an invasion of his privacy and felt he was being stalked. Daryl told me that this was particularly disturbing when he found he would remain at home, found out that he would remain at the house only by to have implicitly show up. In April of 2024, I received yet another again AirTag alert. Upon inspection, Daryl and I discovered that AirTag was hidden in his baby diaper bag. The device was tucked beneath the cardboard inner between the beneath the cardboard between the damn beneath the car cardboard liner at the base of the bag. I took a photo of it and later researched the model online. It was an animal tracking AirTag typically used for pets. The diaper bag containing the AirTag had traveled between Daryl and the petitioner. I believe the petitioner used this method to track Daryl's movements when he was with the baby. In 2025, Tanya and I moved into Daryl's home while helping clean the organized by helping clean and organize the house. Tanya discovered a box of unused Apple AirTags in a drawer in Daryl's bedroom. These were left behind by the petitioner who previously had been living in home off prior. and during her pregnancy. She moved out shortly after the baby was born in December 2023. The box of AirTags remained in Daryl's possession. Based on my repeated experience receiving AirTag alerts and helping locate place of Daryl's vehicle and belongings, I believe from the totally of facts set forth with declaration that the petitioner was using these tracking devices without Daryl's consent to monitor his locations and movement. These actions created a persistent atmosphere of anxiety for Daryl, as I have personally observed this emotional discomfort upon finding the air tags. Now look, bro. Hey, y'all niggas don't get off on how I read, okay? I know I can't read, but I'm trying. I'm trying, nigga. I can read, but shit, I just be, you feel me? I be reading too fast. But long story short, bro, if a female put air tags in my car, nigga, bro, oh my god, boy, what you gonna do if a female put an air tag in your car, boy? Where the trust at, man? Your girlfriend shouldn't be putting air tags in your car. If my girlfriend put an air tag in my car, I'm gonna crash out. I'm gonna be like, you bullshit, man. I'm gonna leave it just like that. I declare under penalty of perjury under the laws of the state California for going is true and correct. Executed on June 3rd, 2025 in Los Angeles, California. I guess that was the air tag she was putting in DDG car right there. That was tracking. I guess that's like an animal air tag tracker. Like I ain't gonna lie. Like bro, this is insane. Like bro, like this is insane. Like this is a different type of like crazy right here. Like this some crazy shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. This some shit that make you just sit there and be like, what the fuck are you doing, nigga? You see what I doing? That's one of them. Like I ain't gonna lie to you. Like tweaking, boy, tweaking. Like look at this. Like look at this air tag. This is the air tag you put on an animal. She tracking this nigga with this shit. Hell no, bro. Highly crazy, bro. I be trying to tell you, bro. There's something wrong with. It's like it's something wrong with like never mind. These more messages. You didn't talk about Halo for more than 2 minutes. That whole conversation was about girls. I'm working. I don't know what to tell you. Every day I want to die because of the way you embarrass me online and allow other women to speak on me. I keep going because of how much I love our son. I have 40K in bills every month. I have no choice but to work. And how much I know he needs me. Send me a clip of the girl disrespecting you. I'll give you 10K if you can. You constantly hurt me and try to say I'm wrong for asking you for support. And asking for support. I just thought we'll do what I wanted to do today since it's Mother's Day. But if you really want to go, you can. I'll just go home and pack. Hello? If you don't come back here, I'm going to call the police. I don't want you doing something stupid. I'm going to give it 5 minutes. You have a son. I know you took my gun. That gun has no safety. Like, boy, I ain't gonna lie. I feel like we already read these, but like, put it down. That's not nothing to play with. Then he sent the picture of their son. You feel me? Halo. Shout out to Halo. You going to him to go through like you're going to you're going to make him go through life without a mom. I have to call the police. I can't let this happen. I tried calling. It's just weird you wouldn't check on it. I tried calling. It's just weird you wouldn't think to check on it if we made it safely. This is my point. After a day like yesterday and the things you said to me, you are just not capable of showing me any affection or love. I call and you send me to voicemail like I'm disturbing you, like I'm just a fly that's in your way. Mm, mm, mm. Man, I feel bad for Halo, man. You know what I'm saying, Chat? Man, I feel bad for Halo Chat, man. He gonna be alright though. You feel me? Um, I guess this like when he was requesting for custody and all that. It's crazy. They released everything. Pregnancy related emotional abuse and corrosive. I don't even know if I said that. Despite the instillability, the petitioner disclosed, hey, don't even get off on my read. You feel me? You feel me? These some big words. Alright. Disclosed in about of April of 2023 that she was pregnant with our son. We had multiple conversations of our plans to co-parent together, even though our relationship had ended. Despite recognizing that our relationship was unstable, I still wanted to move forward with having our child and was prepared to take on the responsibility. At the time, I made it clear to the petitioner that I have that I would support whatever decision she ultimately made regarding the pregnancy, so long as I was as long as I was kept informed and included the process. My only request was to be a part of the decision. In June of 2023, I discovered the petitioner attempted to terminate the pregnancy without my knowledge or consent, regardless of our prior discussion to parent the child together. On or about June 6, 2023, the petitioner contacted me complaining that she was bleeding and in pain, and in my effort to assist, I contacted her OBGYN and learned that the petitioner had attempted to abort the baby but failed to take the second abortion clause. Following the discovery, I spoke to the petitioner, asked why she would abort our child after we had agreed to co-parent together. The petitioner threatened me by demanding we, we that we reconcile or she would go through with the abortion. This was the most troubling of her attempts to co whatever, basically control that nigga. This was one of her attempts. She was trying to control that nigga, basically. She said, like, nigga, you gonna be with me to have this kid, but if you're not with me, then I ain't having this child. That's crazy. Following the threat about the pregnancy, coupled with the fact that she attempted to about without informing me, I made the decision to cut ties with her. I could no longer be subjected to controlling behavior, and I wonder whether her actions have jeopardized the health of our well-being of our unborn child. Despite making it clearly making it clear I wanted out the relationship. The petitioner insisted that the lady was unharmed and informed me that she began attending multiple medical appointments in an effort to reassure me. These appointments appeared to less pregnancy, transparency, and more convincing me to stay. Ultimately, we learned that our baby was miraculously healthy, moved by that outcome and motivated by a desire to preserve a sense of family for my unborn son. I chose to reconcile with the petitioner once again in hopes of creating a stable environment for our child. He tried, man. DG tried, y'all, man. Y'all can't be mad at him, man. He tried, man. But boy, like she crazy. Like you just can't fix crazy. True, true to form. Petitioner, in an effort to control me, once again repeatedly threatened to proceed with the abortion and slash or express regret that she had not already done so. These repeated threats, comments caused me severe emotional harm and distress. Damn. Petitioner has repeatedly shown up unannounced to places I frequent, initiating public confrontations and verbal outbursts. On or June 16th, 2023, while the petitioner was pregnant, she appeared uninvited at a movie theater at a movie theater in Westwood where I was attending a film with a female friend. To be clear, this individual has been a long-standing, strictly pl- plata platonot platonic. Oh, platonic. Okay, why? Where I was attending a film with a female friend. To be clear, this individual has been a long-standing, strictly platonic friend. Platonic. Hold on. Shit, I ain't even gonna lie to you. Platonic relationship. A platonic relationship is a closed, affectionate bond between two individuals that is characterized by trust, deep emotional connection, and mutual support, but without any romantic or sexual involvement. Okay. Platonic friend. and where there was no romantic or inappropriate relationship between us at any time. I later discovered that the petitioner had been using Apple AirTags to monitor my vehicles to monitor my location, which explains how she knew where I was that evening. Petitioner entered the theater, immediately began shouting profanities in a loud, disruptive manner for all to hear. I was incredibly embarrassed by the incident. In an effort to de-escalate the situation so as to avoid further confrontation, I exited out the theater with my companion. Petitioner then followed closely behind, continuing to shout expletives and dis and directing her verbal assaults at both me and my friend, referring to us as bitches, threatened to beat her ass. She made repeated accusations and infidelity and attempted to initiate a physical altercation with my friend, all while continuing to use hostile and inflammatory language at the two of us. As the petitioner attempted to physically attack my friend, I was forced to intervene and restrain the petitioner to prevent harm to both my friend and to the petitioner who was carrying our unborn child. This incident this incident was particularly troubling as it clearly established that the petitioner was becoming more unhinged and more frequently. During the petitioner's pregnancy from April through December 23, I found Apple AirTags on my vehicles. Upon discovering these devices, I realized the petitioner was using these devices to stalk and surveil me. I did not become aware that the petitioner was tracking my movements until I began receiving persistent, unfamiliar Apple AirTag notifications on my electronic devices. It became evident that the petitioner had been using Apple AirTags to stalk and monitor my whereabouts, together with my mother and her fiance George Charleston, who also served as my driver, as we discovered. Boy, they letting their statements be known. Apple AirTags concealed in all three of my vehicles: a Rolls Royce, a Maybach, and an Escalade. Damn, all his vehicles: Rolls Royce, Maybach, and an Escalade. Boy, that's crazy, right? George and I frequently received alerts indicating that an unknown AirTag was moving with us, despite multiple attempts to prompt the device to emit an audible sound as so it identified the location of the device. It remained undetected until later inspection by George and my mother. On the occasion during the pregnancy, and the air tag was found by my mother hidden inside a vitamin bottle stored in the trunk of my car. On another occasion, it was discovered by a close friend of mine tucked within a baby bottle holder. Each time an AirTag was located, it was promptly removed and discarded. The repeated placement of these devices demonstrates a clearly and disturbing pattern of stalking and surveillance without my knowledge and consent, of all which further contributed to my sense of fear, violation, and lack of privacy. Now, I ain't gonna lie. When did she have the time to place all this shit? That's what I'm wondering. Like, I'm thinking that in my head. Following our child's birth, the petitioner emotional volatility continued to increase. She frequently went through my phone without permission while I was asleep, using what she found to start confrontation. These incidents occurred during a period when the petitioner and I were in a on again slash off again relationship. Despite the instability between us, I made a concerned effort to maintain the relationship and provide a sense of stability, particularly after learning she was pregnant. I would often fall asleep while scrolling on TikTok, where the petitioner would take these opportunities to enter slash hack into my device without my permission. Petitioner physical violence and outbursts. Okay, now we get to the fighters. You see what I'm saying? To her putting hands on this nigga. In or about August of 2024, the petitioner became physically violent when I refused to give her my phone. She slapped and punched me repeatedly while I attempted to de escalate the situation. My mother witnessed the incident and intervened to get her to stop. Also present was a close family friend, Richard, Baby Rich. Terry. I had to physically restrain the petitioner by holding her wrist in an attempt to get her to stop the assault. During the chaos, she ran off with my laptop from the garbage. The petitioner repeatedly texted me and threatened to destroy it unless I answer her phone calls. Damn, she took the laptop. The incident arose from one of my many arguments sparked by the petitioner's jealousy and mistrust over my professional content collaboration as a content creator, streamer, video editor, and music producer. My laptop is essential to my livelihood. It contained ongoing projects, unreleased footage, and software critical to my work. This act not only caused significant financial harm, but also disrupted my ability to meet professionally. Nah, she tweaking, bro. That's what it is. Boy, that's the money. That's the money computer, boy. The money laptop. Declaration of Halle Bailey. Halle Bailey declared, I am the petitioner and DVR. I have personal knowledge of the facts I state below, and if I were to be called to a witness, I could competently testify to what I have written in the declaration of exhibits referenced below are true and correct copies of identified documents and are incorporated by reference at the place and indicated by the exhibit letter. I submit this declaration in opposition to request for domestic violence restraining order filed by Daryl Dwayne Granberry Jr. I am requesting the court deny Daryl's request. Instead, I request that the court grant me permission to take our son out the country to perform my employment duties. I also request the order to stop Daryl personally and that he instruct his family and friends to stop posting about our son. This legation and me on all platforms discussed below. I want to point out Daryl has requested an order blocking me from traveling with our son for my scheduled work next month, and he awaited until June 4th, 2025 to ask for custody orders, although he and his attorneys have ignored all of my attorney's efforts for him to have monitored visits with our son since the ensuing of the temporary restraining order on May 13th, 2025. Daryl has exaggerated and lied and misconstructed for the court not only the history of our relationship, but the parenting and my mental health. This is no doubt I was emotionally devastated in 2022 and 2023 by his behavior and ongoing abuse. I have been very vocal about my anxiety, depression, and previous thoughts of suicide. Without waiving the psychotherapist, patient privilege, and, and vis- yeah, patient privilege. I have reached out my doctor and received treatment to address these issues. I have been and remain 100% available and capable of as a parent to our son Halo. Had Daryl really been concerned about my parenting, he would have taken action to prior. He was never sought custody orders for any protect. He was never sought custody orders or any orders protecting Halo until today, the day that my DVRO was set. Mm, I don't know who the blue shit. Everybody said they telling the truth. Most of Daryl's alleged incidents took place in 2022 and 2023. It is now June 4th, 2025, but Daryl makes no specific allegations about any incidents since since his own claims about an incident that took place in back in January 2025, which I addressed my DVRO. Yet Daryl did not seek any orders for protection or custody until now, nearly 5 months later, in his declaration. Daryl has also failed to explain why he waited until now for orders. If he genuinely had any concerns about me as a person or me as a parent, this this cold retribution to embarrass and humiliate and cause me additional emotional distress. Daryl has repeatedly threatened to file something to cause me additional harm. His papers are nothing more than ongoing abuse. I will address the truth about his allegations further if the court sets his request for hearing. I am contract I am contract actually obligated and obligated to be in Italy to film a movie. I have been and remain Halo's caretaker. Halo cannot be left in Daryl's care slash or his mother's care. I do not pose a threat to our sons. I do not pose a threat to our son or to myself. The allegation will be disapproved at the time of the hearing. As the court may recall, on May 13th, 2025, I was granted a temporary restraining order exhibit. I had asked that the court also grant an order to stop Daryl from continuing to harass me online. His online presence is his mean of financial support, and he has continued to use this to cause me distress and harm. Daryl is a professional YouTuber and Twitch blogger and rapper. Whenever he wishes to cause an upset and get clicks, he starts bad mouthing me to his several millions of fans. Since the orders were made, on this online behavior has escalated and I have continued to receive death threats. A few examples of these angry, aggressive posts are attached as an exhibit. His fans constantly post pictures of our son and surveilling our son and me. Our son is not a public figure, and his safety and well-being are of great concern. Just to recently, Daryl fan posted a video of Halo in a public park with my babysitter while I was in New Jersey working, claiming I am a bad parent for working. This means someone was watching our whereabouts and following Halo and my nanny in a park. This post is attached as Exhibit 3. Okay, but like with that being said, like why can't he only see his son for like 6 hours? Like if you going to New Jersey, why can't he be with his son in LA? You see what I'm saying? He ain't gotta be with a nanny. I mean, yeah, why can't the son be with the father in LA? He ain't gotta be with a nanny, bro. You in Jersey? That's how I feel about it. Daryl even posted about learning about the court order issues live on social media the day after the orders were made, but he refused to accept the service of his papers until June 3rd, 2025. I will bring the video Daryl posted of himself to court. He has been out of state and his representatives have not accepted service until yesterday. Daryl has used the last 3 weeks since the orders were made to only increase his online campaign against me. He live streams 24/7. In addition, I have received threats from his friends and family. This has caused me tremendous emotional distress and fear. During this time, I have tried through my attorney to arrange monitor visits with our son. I had asked court for this order and hope in order he hopes he would accept some visits, and he has ignored my attempts. I have also tried to set up settlement conferences, but he has ignored my attempts. Bro, it's cause like, bro, you're only allowing him to see his son for 6 hours. Like what, 6 hours in a week or something? Like what is it, chat? Like, bro, like that's insane, bro. Instead, Daryl waited until the day before June 4th, 2025, hearing to make up claims against me and feign concerns about events from years ago in retaliation of filing my DBRO, asking the court for orders that would enjoin me from working next month. This is further evidence of his abuse and coercive control. Coercive control. He is following through with his prior threats. At any point in the last 3 weeks, he could have addressed any issue with my counsel regarding visits or my scheduled employment out of the country. The behavior is to get more clicks and fame for him online. The court should also be aware Daryl has been violating the orders made and having his agents and third parties text me and threaten me. I will provide proof at the hearing of this ongoing abuse. I must be on set in Italy to film a movie. I am contractually bound to be there from June 7th, 2025 to August 4th, 2025. Daryl Daryl has known about the work obligation for months. This is my source of income on which Halo and I rely to pay all the bills. Daryl has not contributed any regularly support since Halo was born. I will be held liable for damages to this film if I am not there, which I believe would be a breach of my contract. I cannot leave Halo with Daryl as Daryl will be out a town majority of those months. Halo is also a protected person by the court's temporary restraining order. Mm. On Saturday, May 31st, Daryl and his brother recorded on TikTok being involved in a fist fight with another man. I will bring this video to court. Daryl and the people around him are aggressive and angry, which leads me to believe this is not a safe environment for Halo. Damn, like this really fucked up. Cause like, bro, like they just using like, bro, like I ain't gonna say it. But moreover, Daryl plans to be in Houston, Hawaii, Atlanta, and Paris streaming 24/7 during the month of June 2025, according to his online post. When he when he has custody in the past, he has left Halo with his mother. As of June 2nd, 2025, Daryl is online railing against me, alleging he cannot see his son. He is not in Los Angeles. This behavior is not child censor. Halo is not only being used to further his fan base and online presence. I am I am again requesting that the court restrain and enjoin Daryl as well as his agents, including his family and friends, from posting about our son. Wait. This legation and me on all platforms, including but not limited to Twitch, YouTube. Okay, man. Like I said, man, she trying to use the fist fight, like, bruh, like, man, I hate this for my nigga DDG, man. She said they was involved in a fight. I mean, they was involved in a fight, but that really wasn't even a fight. But like, man, hmm, damn, chat. Let's get off this. Don't want all them. Chat, that was that shit, man. Chat, that was that shit, man. Like, I can't even lie, chat. Like, I'm like, damn. Hold on, chat. Wait, chat. Man, chat, man. Hey, bro. I appreciate y'all tapping in with me for that DDG Halle message. Cause I ain't gonna lie. Hey, shorty crazy, chat. I ain't gonna lie. Something like that scared me, bro, man. But if you got a female like that, man, good luck to you. But hey, man, I appreciate y'all for tapping in with Trev for sure. Man, Trev for sure. You feel me? But alright, bro. I'll fuck with y'all, man. On that. Keep God first.